Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Before we get started, just want to say we're almost at 1,000 subs and you guys are watching the video, liking it and commenting. Continue doing that and I will be hungry and inspired to create more videos. So in today's video, we're going to be getting into transmission tuning. And you might be thinking, Alex, we already know xHp exists, blah blah blah. Why don't you just do that? Well, first, everybody knows xHp exists, and yes, it's a good product. It works. Some people have to do some tweaking to make it great, but overall the platform is there and it works. And the other thing is xHp costs like what, $450, $500 I think for the license and the map pack and all that stuff. Almost 500. We're gonna be doing something else. You may have heard of this dude named Sutphin. He is a transmission tuning company. A lot of his stuff does work with xHp, like he sends you a file and you upload it through xHp into your car. But for our cars, X3 owners, you can't just use xHp and download a file and boom, you have a new transmission tune. The G01, the X3 M40i has some tables locked in xHp to where you can't just download the file and upload it. So we're going a different route. We are using TG Flasher to flash our transmission tune. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Am I kind of worried? Not really, because it looks very simple, which you'll see later in this video, but we're gonna move the camera and I'm gonna show you the process of getting this transmission tune from Rod and using TG Flasher. So let's move the camera. All right, so here we go. We are on Rod Sutphin's website. He has Instagram, he has Facebook. I would say he's most responsive via email and Facebook Messenger. What you're gonna do, and this is specific to my X3 guys, basically just go to contact us, email him that you have a X3 M40i and whatever mods you have, and he will get back to you with the pricing and specs of your car, and he's gonna ask you for some information from the transmission. You go from there. Pretty simple. It's just a bunch of conversating so you get the right stuff for your car. And then the next part, which is getting TG Flasher. So what you're gonna do is you're going to click buy TG Flash now. Let me go ahead and log in real quick. And from here, you're gonna go back to TG Flash, buy TG Flash. Okay, so this is this protocol storefront. You're gonna scroll down to 006 and it probably doesn't show because I already have it. Yeah, I don't think it shows because I already have it, but you're gonna find or try to find Mr. 006. And what this one is, it is the basically G01 transmission tuning. I don't think it does the motor itself. I believe it's a transmission. I know that the G01, I think I don't know what the chassis code is for the 5 series. The 5 series, the G80s, I think, the G05s, the X5s, I think those all have locked maps or locked charts on xHp. Don't blame me if I am wrong, that this is what I am hearing. But yeah, so let's go down to the laptop that I purchased on Amazon specifically for tuning this transmission. And so guys, here is the laptop that I'm gonna be using. It's a small Asus model number BR. I'll put a screenshot of what I paid for this. I think it was like $260 or something. I don't know. I'll put a screenshot on. Maybe I'll post a link in the descriptions. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'm gatekeeping. But if you do have a laptop, just make sure you have a Ethernet. I think it's called the RJ45 port. It's the Ethernet cord. Basically, you need that because you need to connect a not KD cam, but Ethernet cable or something. I'll post a screenshot of that too on here. And you need that because you can't, I think the KD cans don't work with the flasher or something. I don't know, but let's go ahead and log in. Sorry, I don't know how to screen record on Windows computers, so I'm just gonna have to show you through the lens of this camera. So I'm logging in. I feel like I'm showing children books to the world of YouTube. It's taking a while because it is a cheap computer, and we're so spoiled these days of just having MacBooks and being able to just do things in an instant. And this is still logging in. So I will get back to you whenever this is done logging in. And we're on. So from here, after you buy the 006 TG Flasher software, blah, 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 you have to download it. And in the email that you get from TG Flasher, you're gonna get the activation code. And when you download TG Flasher, it's gonna ask you, please type in your activation code. So download that, or download it and then use your activation code. So now I'm gonna open TG Flash, which is that little turbo in the corner over there. It's opening right now. I already have the activation code activated, so boom, that is what it is going to look like. Don't know if it's focusing, but yeah. So once you get there, you will see on this side basically. Oh, what just happened? So once you're here, you're all set. All you're gonna do is essentially, I think you're going to you're gonna connect the Ethernet cable, okay? And then you're gonna click read. And what that's gonna do is gonna get the transmission information from your car so you can save the stock file somewhere. I hope that's how you do it. On the top, again, I don't know if this is left, I think it's the top left. You see the 006? It's not gonna be 006 when you open this up, so make sure you go to the 006 from the drop-down menu on the top left. That is going to specifically draw transmission information, I think. So we'll go ahead and get this flashed. I'm gonna wait probably like an hour until the sun kind of dies down. So same as the traffic, it's Labor Day weekend. So there's gonna be a lot of cars out regardless, and it's Friday night. I don't know. I'll come back to you whenever I feel like it. All right, you guys, it is really hot in my car, but we are going to use this. So this is the Ethernet cord that I was talking about. Let's go ahead and, we're done with the 100-degree weather in Texas. We had it for about like 2 weeks, but man, the sun just be hitting in Texas, and I'm used to it, and I'm still gonna complain every time. All right, so let's go ahead and get this Ethernet cord in. Go ahead and plug in our RJ45 cord. Let's go ahead and put this car in diagnostics. Okay, so what I'm doing, like I said before, I am going to do a read. Turn the AC off. Let's do an identify. Turn ignition switch on. Connecting to ECU. Select the protocol. It's reading everything. Successful. Okay, so you're gonna see, man, I don't know if you're gonna see this, but a bunch of blue text, and it says successful in green at the very end. Let's do a read. Okay, it's reading from the ECU. I don't know how long this is gonna take. So yeah, I did read, and there is a bar at the very bottom, and it is reading. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Probably better if you do it on a battery tender, but I don't have one, and I probably should get one. And I still need to figure out what the parasitic drain in my car is. Figured out some fuses that do have a higher voltage or amperage draw, whatever it's called, but I just don't know what it is. I'm just gonna take it to a shop sometime soon, whenever I have money, get that figured out. I'll come back when the ECU is done reading. It probably took about like 5 minutes to get it read, but it read, you can see read successful, and then it automatically opened up my Finder folder, and I saved it, download, and I'm gonna email it to myself. And then now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna upload the file that Rod Sutphin had emailed me, have it in the downloads folder, and then I believe we're just gonna drag it over. Oh, you click right, and then you go to, I'm gonna go to downloads, find my file from Rod, open, and now we are writing. Connecting to server, incorrect file, ECU write error, please try again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Interesting. Please open the door, fasten the seatbelt, turn on the side lights. Turn ignition switch on, turn on, okay, so yeah, you do have to have the seatbelt on, literally, for it to write. I think I had to do that whenever I downloaded Ecutech onto here. Whoa.
Alright, it is the next day. We're gonna try this again. I think I didn't do the sequence properly for TG Flash, so let's go ahead and try this again. Now let's write a file. I had Rod send me a new file. It should be the same one. So please open the door, do the sequence properly. What is turn on the side lights? Fasten seatbelt, turn on side lights. What are side lights? Hazards? I don't know. Turn on the ignition and start. So doors open, seatbelts on. Is it writing? Oh, it's writing. I did not know you had to keep the door open. This is crazy. We have programming mode, and I'll try to show you guys without creating too much chaos. There is a blue bar at the bottom that is coding. Okay, it's working really fast. Writing, so it already erased and now it's writing. If it's done flashing, I'm literally about to leave the house and go do our braking period, which I'll tell you guys in a bit if this works. It's kind of similar to whenever I flash on xHp, it'll give you the drivetrain malfunction, the mirror go up and down, kind of recalibrating everything. Now it's coding the new stuff, which I think doing things right. Successful. Turn ignition off and wait 15 seconds. Bet. All right, I'll be back when we start driving for the break-in. So I'm leaving my driveway. Let me double check Rod's email. There are certain parameters in cars that whenever you flash something or you do something to it, it'll reset the adaptations because you're flashing something brand new on it, so it doesn't know what it's supposed to do. The transmission is one of those things with the TCU, the transmission control unit. It needs to see what the car's habits are. And a part of that is like line pressure and different parameters. We just don't know what they are. We don't. So it wants to learn and see what the optimized goals and targets should be, I guess. I don't know. That's how science works, right? So we're just driving. We're staying in comfort mode for 5 miles, which I'll probably drive about like 6, 7, 8 miles, whatever. Throttle no more than 60%, I believe. Okay, so yeah. So a total of 15 miles. Keep the throttle under 60%. Start in drive mode, then switch to sport, and then M modes for 5 miles each, totaling 15 miles. When I first got this email, I was really confused. I was like, so do I do 15 miles and then do 5 each? I was really bad at reading comprehension, so that's probably why I'm just that dumb. We'll drive for 5 miles and drive mode, and then switch to sport, and then we'll switch to M. Gradually increase throttle input to test 75. So once we do our 15 miles of driving, I will get back to y'all. Oh, and before I start doing this break-in, I do gotta say, so where it says comfort, there is now a number next to the drive, which is a part of Rod's tune, because you normally don't get that unless I believe you're in sport mode. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I do gotta say this, so I'm still in sports standard. I just did a U-turn, or not really U-turn, I just came across a bridge on the highway to kind of turn back around. And the downshifts in just sports standard is really smooth. There is no more jerkiness going from forward to third, third to second. And I don't even know if we're going in first. I wasn't even looking. I was just astonished at how smooth the downshifts are. Like, I'm not bobbing, because I usually will, not to that extent, but like I would feel the shifts, but now the downshifts are very smooth. That is insane. We are now on Sport Plus. We're in M mode. Now we're testing out 75% throttles. Let's see. If we go to 4, do 75% throttle. Oh my. I'm only on 26 PSI map because I just want to test things out. And my gosh, the shifts are very, very quick. Like, I didn't remember, or to like have the thought of having a sense of remembering what the old shifts felt like. I just was used to it, you know? Just off of that little baby pull, I can immediately tell how much smoother and quicker the shifts are. Now, I was doing like a little bit of city driving slash, you know, first, second, third, rolling speeds type stuff, and I was like, I don't really feel a difference. But the second you start getting on it, which is where it matters the most, I started feeling it. Like with the Note 75, Dude, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous how smooth that is. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it is like instant, and it's not snappy, it's just very smooth, straight into the next gear. That is insane. And that is probably me going like 50-60% throttle, if that. Yeah, that was showing 55% throttle. That is insane. We'll bump it up to just 30 psi and see what that does. So we're on 30 psi now. Let's do... That is insane. I'm actually very surprised of how good that is. Like, what? Don't know if you can hear that, but I think just based off of my reaction, that is insane. All right, we're gonna go foot to the floor. That is insane. Bro, foot to the floor. We are just into next gear like that. And I promise you, the one thing I did remember on the old pools was that some of the shifts were very sluggish. Especially my 4 to 5, or I think, yeah, 4 to 5 was, bro, I promise you it was like a whole 0.2 of a second of just deadness, which is ridiculous. So I think we'll do a draggy. We'll do a surprise draggy. I don't know if I was planning on doing this, but temperature right now 84 degrees, and we'll plug it up and see what the DA and such whatever is. We'll just get it running. We'll get it running at the track, of course. So we're at the drag strip.
60.
Dang! Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. Okay. Wow, almost a whole 0.2 off just from a transmission tube. That is a lot. I am happy with that. We are going home and closing out this video.